everything we thought we knew. It was all just a fabrication that the Red Women, no, that the Helganquil made up.
Right. Assuming we can believe anything that Hevrek 35 has told us, that is.
Well, if the names are anything to go by, it's possible the Helganquil could be behind the fruits of Helgen too.
But if Hevrek 35 was telling the truth, and this was all just one massive lie, does that mean everything we've done up until now has been pointless?
No, I don't think so. Or at least I hope not. I think it just means we've lost our foothold for now. That's all.
Really? Well then, if we've lost it, I guess we'll just have to find another. All of us together. And if we can't find one, then we'll make a new one. End of story.
Make one, huh? I see. Right then. Count me in.
Oh, it's you two. Does he seem like he's doing any better now?
He who? Oh, you mean Dohalim, don't you?
I know that we're all struggling to wrap our minds around it all, but he looked like he was taking it really hard earlier.
What do you think about everything we've learned? About the Renans and the Great Spirit and all that?
On some level, I'm not even really sure what to think, to be honest. I mean, the Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its own. But if that thing's hellbent on trying to destroy our planet, then the only thing left for us to do is stop it. As for the Renans, I suppose my feelings on that are a bit more mixed.
How so?
Coexistence between Danans and Renans in Menancia is still a work in progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans. So, to be told that they're like us, that they're actually just like us is, well, I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
You kept a pretty level head.
You mean about the Renans? At the end of the day, the Helganquil and the Great Spirit are the ones who are responsible. But at the same time, I realize that not every Danan is necessarily going to believe that either.
I know you're already aware of this, but the list of grievances the Danans have against the Renans is long, and understandably so. And if people then find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah, I don't think they're going to take to it too kindly.
Even just among the Danans, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some who won't. I think if we can find a way to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be in a truly good place.
Well, first we can try to figure out what to do about the existing conflicts we have.
Yeah. It'd be nice if one day people could learn to get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small task. We can't pretend like the past didn't happen and ask people to forget their very real pain and suffering.
Right. Everybody has their reasons for feeling the way that they do. But if we just keep yelling at each other about it, we'll never move on. In a worst-case scenario, it might lead to even more people getting killed.
And we all have to figure out how to meet halfway. Not just that, but to also embrace each other's pain, in a sense.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
It's true. Everybody has their own scars, their own trauma. The first step to healing those wounds is to put aside that hatred. It won't be achieved through reasoning, but I think it's a good first step, if nothing else. And now, I think I see a way to move forward. But to do that, first we need to make sure our planet isn't going to get wiped out.
You both seem awfully calm.
Only because after everything we've seen, we don't have the energy to keep being shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? That whole talk about the Renans looked like it shook you up a bit.
Yeah. I get this sinking feeling whenever I remember how Dan and mages like my family were persecuted and died out. And now, I finally know why that is. But I was thinking, if Renans end up living together with Danans again, then mages won't be such an unusual thing to see on Dana anymore, right? I know it's not as simple as all that, but Danans probably won't be so quick to let their guards down. And there might be Renans who still act superior because of their arts.
It wouldn't surprise me. 300 years of bad blood and prejudice isn't going to be an easy thing to overcome.
Yeah. I know firsthand just how much hatred can take hold in your heart once you let it in. But even so, I was still able to change. And if I can change, so can anyone else. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, I could use my position as both a Danan and a mage to help bring both sides together.
Rinwell.
That great spirit worries me too, though. Dana's will feels so warm and inviting. So why is Rena's will trying to destroy our entire planet?
Now that you mention it, Everett 35 and the other scientists here never really brought that up. Maybe they don't know either.
Maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day, Dan is still our home. There's no way we can let it be destroyed.
We won't. We'll keep it safe no matter what.
I still can't believe it, man.
You're not the only one still trying to make sense of all this. Believe me.
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get hung up on these sorts of things.
Did you forget what happened back in Thistleum? Once my memories started coming back to me, I felt completely and totally lost.
It was really that bad for you?
Yeah, it was. But thanks to Law and everybody else, I remembered that I still had things out there worth fighting for.
Man, I think you might be a better guy than me, Alphen. All I can remember thinking was, when's this guy gonna get his act together?
Law.
I was too worried about repeating the same mistakes I'd made back with my dad, and running away from the truth. That was no way to live. And I've tried to stay strong, my way. But all this talk about other races and the world ending, if I can be honest with you guys, it's just all too much for me to handle right now.
I know this is going to sound strange coming from me, but maybe the key is not to worry too much about the big stuff right now.
Oh?
I used to worry all the time about my thorns, for obvious reasons, but I never really opened up to anyone about them. And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat that was bigger than me, I didn't know what I should do or who to tell. But that's when I finally got it. You guys were all there for me, to teach me what's really important. I just had to open up and listen.
In other words, if you let the big picture stuff get you all muddled up inside, you'll begin to lose sight of what you really care about. Yeah, I think you're right.
The thing that's most important, what I really care about, all I want to do is protect the people that really matter to me, to fight for them. That's good enough, right?
Not everyone is strong enough to fight.
Huh?
It's something your dad told me once when he was still alive. Law, you know you're strong enough to fight, and you're strong enough to protect the people you care about. Forget all the big stuff going on. Just don't lose sight of what you want to protect in the first place. Sound good?
Yeah, I think it does. It's like a big weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I'll fight to protect the people around me. Just like I always have. I think that's best.
I apologize for making you witness that.
You mean hearing the origins of the Renans?
Indeed. It's shocking to have so many things I thought to be indelible fade away in mere seconds.
Even I'm still not sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard is a lie, it's a rather elaborate one. I can only imagine that you must have been constantly feeling like this, ever since your memory returned, Alphen. And you as well, Shion. About your thorns, and being a maiden.
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
Well, to say the least. But enough about me. I'm not concerned for myself. What concerns me is all of the other Renans out there.
When you say the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living on Lenegis or Dana, right?
Correct. Even if we stop the Great Spirit from annihilating Dana, our problems will still remain. Putting aside the untold state that Rena may be in, if we do not truly belong there, we will have to think long and hard about where it is that we wish to return to.
So, I guess your only real choices at this point are to either stay on Lenegis or come down to Dana, huh? And right now, Lenegis might not even be a safe option.
And at the same time, Danans are hardly likely to embrace Renans with open arms. If the issue is forced, things could turn dire. There is, after all, 3 centuries worth of hatred to overcome between us. And the victims of our rule have absolutely every right to feel animosity towards us Renans. Our own circumstances as the aggressors are irrelevant.
I didn't expect the former Lord of Menancia to be so down about people reconciling.
Menancia's fate was a stroke of good luck. There had been backlash over how it had been ruled, and I was blessed to have sympathizers among my ranks. Still, even now, there remain ardent dissidents.
But things can still change if you have the right people to help lead the way. Isn't that what you hope to achieve on Lenegis, after this is all over?
Indeed. I have fully accepted the burden of that responsibility. In that regard, I remain determined. On that note, I have something of a favor to ask of you, Alphen.
Oh? What is it?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably. As the one and only Blazing Sword, I suspect the Danans may listen to what you have to say when problems arise.
And I take it that you'll be the one to represent the Renans?
Yes. I realize that I'm asking quite a lot of you. However, the fact of the matter is that it will take time for Renans to re-enter Danan society without any bloodshed. That is why...
You're the same as ever, Dohalim.
Is it too much?
No, relax. You get so tense and formal when you're asking for a favor. Listen, there's no need for that. We're friends.
You're too kind. I can see you were raised well.
That's some high praise, Alphen.
Then I'll ask once again, this time just as friends. Alphen, will you help me?
You don't even need to ask. Of course I will.
Thank you, my friend.
Well, it sounds like everyone's learning from their past and using it to create a better future for everyone.
What about you, Shion? How do you feel about the origin of the Renans?
To be honest, I'm not really all that shocked, actually. I mean, I might be a Renan in the literal sense, but I've never really felt like one of them. Right now, it's kind of a mystery.
How do you mean?
Because for a really, really long time, all I ever thought about was how I was going to die. Not if or when, but how. I thought I'd die alone. That fate had me in its steely grip. I would have never imagined that I'd be traveling with someone like you, fighting to save Rena and Dana. I mean, how could I have? It's been going on for 300 years. All this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part in all this, it's been even longer than that. It was Naori's hope that somehow, someone in the future would be able to stop it before it was too late. How it fell on us, of all people, to heed that call is a mystery.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from getting destroyed. She considered me, a Danan, as a real person. And she very much cherished her own people, too. I don't think she wanted the world to be saved just so they could go back to hurting each other. Oh, maybe this is what she meant.
Huh?
when we were talking to Kisara earlier, about all that stuff like everyone's needing to meet halfway and embrace each other's pain and suffering, she said that the first step down that path was for each of us to put aside our own hatred. That means forgiving other people, even and especially before they forgive you.
Forgiving. So it goes both ways, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I don't just mean forgiving things that happened in the past either. Conflicts will keep happening. If we have any hope of moving on and building a better future, we have to all learn to forgive each other.
You know, you're right. People can hurt one another without even meaning to. I know that better than most, thanks to these thorns.
It's not going to be easy getting past this pain. But if we can do it, I'm sure there'll come a time when we can all truly understand each other. I'm there with you, Shion. I too want to protect the world we live in, and all the people we care about. I think that's the very least I can do to repay Naori for everything that she did.
Yeah. I want a future that she would feel proud to live in, and I'm going to fight for it.
Whoa there, Savior Girl. We're here to save you too, you know.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I want to live, and that's the honest truth.
Well, is everybody ready to do what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dan is still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
What are your thoughts, Alphen? I want to know what's on your mind, too.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, then so be it. It's trying to rob us of our entire world, and it's going to take not just our home, but all of existence along with it. That alone is enough to make it our enemy. But it's not only that. One way or another, I think beating the Great Spirit is going to be tied to us saving Shion.
You're saying there's a chance?
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis, I take it?
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit channeling ceremony showed Naori that vision. And to hear Shion tell it, it's the same one that she sees from her own thorns as well.
Indeed. Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy, the one type which we know is native only to Rena. And if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction, then...
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually on Rena like we thought?
We don't know anything for certain. At the very least, though, I think it's possible her thorns are a part of the Great Spirit.
While the main body resides in Rena.
Shion.
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's Great Spirit, I'm going to go over there and give it a piece of my mind and then some.
The question is, how do we confront it? Suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous, large enough to house the will of an entire planet. The Wedge and Lenegis were both hard enough for us to overcome in their own right. This is an altogether greater challenge for merely 6.
And we only know about the Thorns connection thanks to Naori.
Heverick 35 has been observing the Great Astral Spirit this whole time. It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some sort. Let's go see what that is. Our minds are made up. Let's go give Hevrek 35 our answer.
So if the Sovereign and Maiden were originally boot-up programs for Lenegis, what about now?
Even with the Forbidden Zone in ruins and the Renis Alma stolen, Lenegis is functioning fine. If it needed us before, it doesn't appear to now.
First they lumber you with a position you never asked for, then you're discarded like you're nothing? Who the hell do they think they are?
More importantly, who do they think we are? We might not even factor into their list of concerns.
I just hope everyone on Lenegis is safe.
Worst comes to worst, Lenegis is equipped with a large number of starships the people can escape in. As long as the whole satellite doesn't suddenly explode or something, they should be fine.
Wait, explode?
In any case, if we're truly going to make a difference, it's on Rena we're needed, not Lenegis. The people there will be fine, I'm sure of it.
Right.
Do you have your answer for me?
We want to ask something first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect us to do that? You must have something up your sleeve, or else you wouldn't put us up to it.
The great astral spirit is an immense being, but its actual will does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest of the body, and is where its strength is most densely concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the Great Spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience and return to being ordinary astral energy.
And how are we supposed to destroy that core?
By using the Renis Alma. You will also need the assistance of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. They are our best tools for suppressing and controlling astral energy. Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the great astral spirit within her body, and the Sovereign shall wield the power of the Renis Alma to destroy it.
Hold on. That sounds a lot like what Shion described before.
Yeah, killing herself to take out the thorns with her.
She was actually right all along.
By my calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the great astral spirit and disperse its energy widely enough to make it difficult to reform.
What will happen to the Maiden once we manage to beat the great astral spirit?
Any matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
So it really will kill me.
This method is the most simple one available to destroy the Great Spirit, and is therefore our most reliable option.
What are our other options?
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when the most optimal among them is so clear.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't die, that we'd save the world without needing to sacrifice her. We didn't fight this whole time just to give up on her at the very end. If there's any other way to take out the Great Spirit, I want to hear it.
This plan shall lead to the fewest losses in preserving your world. Abandoning it is irrational.
That's...
It is vital that you proceed with this plan. A part of Rena's great astral spirit already resides within her. 300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegis in an attempt to assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the Maiden.
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
That part inside the Maiden belongs to the core, and can be used by the Great Astral Spirit to revive itself. So long as it remains, it will be all but impossible to fully eradicate the Great Spirit. That is why it is necessary for it to be vanquished only once it is whole. Without the Maiden's direct control over the Great Spirit, attacking it is futile and will only serve to strengthen it.
No.
Wait. Naori said that the Renis Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorns can be neutralized by placing them in it. If so, can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are simply part of it?
Well, can it?
It is true that the Renis Alma is capable of what you suggest, and could contain the Great Astral Spirit.
Yes!
However, doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony. Considering that the Renis Alma was previously lost when that ceremony failed, I cannot allow it. Its uncertainty is simply too great.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow it?
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be unable to leave here.
Why you?
Fine then. I'd rather stay here and rot than do it your way.
Alphen?
Whatever we do, if we mess up, Dana's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that happen, and we have nothing to gain either way, then I'd rather do nothing. We want to stop Dana from getting destroyed. We want to save it. But not if it means having to sacrifice one of us in the process. If all you're gonna do is sit back and watch us where it's safe, then quit ordering us around and shut up!
Alphen.
What you say is irrational. Be that as it may, I shall accede to your demand.
You'll agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma are my species' greatest achievement. I wish to see how well they work against the Great Spirit in light of our demise by its hands.
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma? One of your buddies ran off with it back on Lenegis.
It is likely that the Renis Alma is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dana's astral energy.
So our only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit and take it back?
According to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the center of Rena, where the Great Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower, then.
I have one more question. You've said that Rena's great astral spirit is already integrated with the planet. What will happen to Rena once it vanishes?
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse. Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
So you're saying that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit without destroying it, we'll still be in danger?
Likely, the collapse will occur in stages. It is recommended that you all escape before the final stage.
Man, I wish that thing would tell it to us straight for once.
Havrek 35 and the others have gotten used to hypothesizing from afar, is all. Fix our starship. We're going to Rena.
Excellent.
But I want to make one thing clear. We're doing this for ourselves, to protect what matters to us. We're not doing it for your sake, or because you told us to. Remember that.
It matters little to me. The end result shall be the same. Repair work on your starship has commenced. You'll have to wait until it's finished.
Man, is it too much to ask for Hevric 35?
Is the Renis Alma really our only hope against the Great Spirit? There has to be another way, right?
Shion's Fire Master Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure. In small doses, maybe. And with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to manage that, it can do this, right?
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended up releasing it all moments later, remember? Let's not forget, it nearly killed you. Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a paltry vessel. Even if I could use the Master Core, your body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Hevric 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details. So assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renins really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renin people.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Danans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head-on, don't you?
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renins even once.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renins for who they were. I hated them just for being Renin. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renins not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renins who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renins are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Danans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renins and Danans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more. That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before, about whether Dana's will had been controlling us and all that. I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dana's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I think I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us...
Yeah, maybe...
Heverick 35 might know the answer. But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me. To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will, well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh? No, what were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
You sure you don't want to get some rest?
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Xion?
Same as you, still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dana? Although that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevrecht 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back, you'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
It's true the blazing sword may not have the strength of the Renis Alma, but it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything
Listen,
that we...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Xion. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Xion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before. But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
I do, because Shion,
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Our task is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dana and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
Then let's go, everybody. We've got one last wall to tear down.
Repairs on your starship are complete. Everything is in working order.
Is that you, Hevrek 35? You can see us from where you are?
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Faisal.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrek 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Wait, should?
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot. Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit? I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up, did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable. Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand. All right, Time to get back on the Fall Knights.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
we can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate, ever.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength, it's that it's sentient too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renans, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different as someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
You see anybody around here?
No way.
All right? You don't say. Stay calm.
Huh?
Good.
Sure.
Perhaps you shouldn't have gotten your hopes up.
I felt moved by people whose love transcended the boundaries of race. I wanted to hope.
I can see why you'd feel that way, I suppose. Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but... You sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back. Whew!
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but... I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion. But that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat.
Get him, Hoodle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle!
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Huh?
Ridiculous.
Got it.
Right.
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the? An ambush?
Sorry. Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard! I never thought about this until now, Alphen. But doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh!
Great!
Oh!
Huh. Yes!
Okay. How?
The fish could be dwindling even as we speak.
Time is of the essence. Let's hurry.
I think you're making a mountain out of a molehill.
We finally made it.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
What do you all say to taking the path less trodden for once?
Path? I don't see any path.
Do you mean that thing that looks like an animal trail? Path may be a generous term. I'm assuming you know where it leads?
My gut says to a bridge.
Hoodle says your gut's wrong.
Really? Well, it is definitely in the right general direction.
Not that main roads are necessarily danger-free, but he does have an uncanny knack for insisting on some strange and unique routes.
Alvin always did like a challenge. Can't say I appreciate some of the more daredevil ways he's taken us, though.
Like the landslide he insisted was a shortcut before disappearing off the edge? Nearly gave me a heart attack.
I'll say, yet the intrepid explorer looked as happy as a pig in muck.
Probably best we stick to doing our own orienteering in the future.
Hey, so what about this route then?
Maybe if we pretend we can't hear him.
Don't you think the path forward is fraught enough without making extra problems for ourselves? maybe best to reel it back.
Good point. I say we stick to the main track like regular travelers for once.
Guys? I will break down this wall! Yeah!
Sure. How did it come to this?
You're a beautiful woman, Xion. That's a good thing, right?
Wait, Kisara! Hey, Kisara! How did it come to this? We've reached our destination.
Wow! Thank you. What? Great!
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish I could get an examination.
Well, if you say so. Let me see, yes, you're in well, all right?
If only your brain could keep up with your mouth.
That was quite the little adventure we went on. All right?
I guess. Oh. Hey.
Is that so? Good. I see.
Everything okay there, big guy? You look kind of pissed.
I'll say. He looks like he wants to bite the head off something.
What's eating at you? Come on, Alphen. You're gonna bring us all down if you keep that ferocious scowl on.
Oh, sorry. Do I really look that ticked off?
Yeah, it kinda makes you hard to talk to. So, what's bothering you?
It's a pebble.
A pebble?
Snuck its way into the back of my boot. I can't seem to get rid of it.
Oh, I totally get you. Weird how much it can get on your nerves, huh?
Yeah, it's barely bigger than a grain of sand. So how come it feels like I'm walking around on hot nails?
You know, maybe this is a crazy solution, but you could just take your boot off and give it a shake.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, of course. You're right. Phew. It's like I've been given a new lease on life. Thanks for the tip, Shiana.
Seemed kind of obvious, but you're welcome. That's the trouble with windy places. All that fine debris ends up getting into your hair and clothes.
Alphen, is it just me, or have you become extra sensitive ever since getting your sense of pain back?
Now that you mention it, the other night at camp, there was a fly buzzing around that annoyed him so much, he unsheathed the blazing sword.
So much for sensitive. That's just being a Mr. Cranky Pants.
Nothing new on that front, then.
What's the matter, Alphen? You look a little tense.
It's nothing, really.
He wants to get angry, but knows that doing so would only prove our point. Hence the building frustration showing plainly on his face.
Would you stop analyzing things for 1 minute?
Point taken.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Yeah.
Hey.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hmm? Just great.
I guess... Thanks.
Huh?
Well... Hmm? All right. Hmm.
Huh? Uh-huh.
All right.
I guess. Whew. Got it.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Yes!
Excuse me!
Hey!
Really now?
What?
I see. Agreed.
Very nice.
Dohalim, the line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting. This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
We've reached our destination.
I wonder what Hilganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here, then?
I'll see what I can do. I wonder what Hilganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
They're undirected!
Be still!
Swallow blade!
Photon blast! Art expert, coming through!
Ready to go! This far enough!
Eat dirt! Healer!
Ignite!
That'll bring you down!
Dazzle! Can't get out of this!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
It's on! Burn it out! Be still! Now you see what I can do! Lightning throw! Slash! Swallow blade! Slash!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Mega ray! Violent darting wind!
Be still!
Mega ray! Sleep now!
Swallow blade!
Steering blade!
Dazzle!
Reload!
Mirage!
Lightning!
It exploded?
Don't get caught in the blast! Light aspect in the wind!
Be still!
In here!
Prepare to be seized!
Blizzard blow!
Can't get out of this!
Healing ready! I'll be ready one! Water! Here
Ignite!
Anything
normal is all mine!
Alright, it's
I can
showtime!
carve through
Now,
armor!
flame immediate! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Naturally!
Swallow blade!
Blizzard blow! Where are you going?
Dazzle! Mirage! Dazzle!
Inferno!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danon slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Renna. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. Hell, Ganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Danon, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Six-armed giant. Is this the Zoogle from...
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Demon Fang!
Hurricane strike!
Stay away from my friend! Demon Fang! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Down! You're on!
Demon Fang!
Shattering the pieces!
Running thrust!
Their arms were interrupted.
Demon Fang!
Thank you for all your help.
Please.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
Demon Fang!
Inferno crossing!
Burn in hell!
Let's keep up the pressure!
Mirage! Be still! Mirage!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Try harder!
Now you see what I can do!
Be still!
Lion power!
Lightning storm!
Raging cascade! Hear me! Flame of strength!
Now we're not.
In here!
In a bind! Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Eat dirt!
Oh, magic is not as I watch!
Demon Fang!
Chinese supernova!
Demon Fang!
Hey, one at a time! Healing super!
Demon Fang!
Blah, blah, blah! Hurricane Blaster!
You made me angry! That was a bad idea! By the power Guardian Field!
Demon Fang!
Ready and ready! Save you! Glacial! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Demon Fang!
Throbbed in pain.
Rising Star!
Beast Assault!
Here's a healing arm!
Dazzle!
In here! Gravitas Field! Let's get you all tucked away! Here! Let the marksman handle this!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation!
Not done yet. Shockwave flash!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Pierce through!
Resuscitation!
Splendid flash!
Anything in armor is all
Come on!
in a bind.
Hold on! Resuscitation! I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
I don't have much left.
In here! Mega Ray!
Guardian field! I'm ready to go.
Demon Fang!
Mega Ray!
Leave her out to me.
It looks like you got this one covered.
Prepare to be sealed! Eternal Magneto!
I'm ready, Dream.
Where are you going? Now you see what I can do.
In the wind!
No further.
Mega Ray! Seal!
Inferno Buffet! Soaring like a wind! Shockwave flash!
Seal! More for the going in! Mega Ray!
Be still! Seal escape!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Mega Ray! Let's go!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Hurricane Flood! Celestial Hammer!
The earth throbs in pain. Take this!
Pierce through! Finish it!
Switch to offense.
Soaring light spear!
Crazy! A new lease on life.
Leave the charges to me.
Here, let me help. This one's mine. First aid! It's about to strike. Never fix.
Look sharp, everyone!
Here, let me help.
Demon Fang!
First aid! Here's a healing art. I'll be safe.
Not today!
Here, let me help. First aid! Here's a healing art. Lightning condemned.
Take
I
this!
let my guard down.
First
You'll pay
aid!
for that!
Not on my watch.
No further. I can carve through armor.
Dance in the wind. Resuscitation. Here's a healing art. First aid. In here. Mega Ray. In there with the others. Going in. Lightning orb. I'll bring you back from death to this. Here's a healing art. First aid. Mega Ray.
Demon Fang! Double Demon
This
Fang!
one's mine. I never miss.
Can't get out of this. Anything in armor is all mine.
Rising up!
Resuscitation. Seal.
Rising Phoenix!
I'll be saving this one.
Shield and
Here's a healing art.
Now you see what I can do.
Don't leave me. Rain down and purify all. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Coming through.
to pieces.
Resuscitation.
Demon Fang!
I can feel the medicine working. I'll bring you.
The earth throbs in pain.
Can't move!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. That's gonna smart. Resuscitation. Here, let me help. No more playing nice.
Guardian
It's go time!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Raging storm! I'll bring you back from death! I'll bring you back... I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Sorry.
There!
Hurricane Flight.
I'll smash you!
Double Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this!
Demon Fang!
What was I thinking?
Flaming meteor. My head's
I'll bring
spinning
you
just
back from
watching
death's
you.
abyss!
Demon
Resuscitation!
Fang!
Smart. Here's a heal. I won't give up. I can feel the medicine
Stay
working.
away from my friend! Eat dirt!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Win!
Resuscitation. Here, let me help. First aid. Here's a healing art. First aid.
You require a hand.
Can't get out of this!
Mega ray.
Take this!
Take this. Going in.
Armor won't save you!
I'm almost impressed.
My friend's coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away. Mega ray.
Demon Fang!
Beautiful.
This one's all mine!
Not on my watch!
Rising Earth!
Mega ray! Black Salt!
You require a hand.
Wyvern! No further!
Lightning Orb! There you go! Healing orb! First aid! Mega ray! Illuminate the dark! Here it comes! Focus! On your toes, everyone!
Anything in armor is all mine! Vacuum blade! Demon Fang!
Here, let me help! Illuminate the First aid! Here's a healing art!
Burn! Now you see what I can do!
That'll bring you down! Here, Here, let me help!
In a bind?
Sweep now! Mega ray! Light astral energy! Here, let me help! Illuminate first aid! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here goes! Confiscated!
Now! Oh, it's reeling!
Take it down! Mega ray! All disasters made one!
Ready and ready!
Armor won't save!
Take this!
Don't give up! Denied!
Can't get out of this!
Eat dirt! Oh, sparkling that'll bring you down! Rain down and pure Mega ray!
Time to shine! Black Salt!
Walking! Sleep now! This'll come in handy! Dance in the wind! Here's a healing art! I can do this all day! Sealed! More for the stockpile!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
I
Pistol!
come on thee!
Burn in hell!
Mega ray!
Can't get out of this! Finish it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Well, we beat it in the end.
Let us harvest what we can use and take it with us.
Built for the sake of it and then cast aside. How sad.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquill. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danans?
I'd say it's likely, which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Why are you
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Thinking some more about how to realize your ideals?
No. Actually, I've been trying not to obsess about it as much as before. I find when I think too much about my ideals, I get hung up on the reality of things and lose sight of what's really important. I know what it's like to go hungry, to lose your family. That should be reason enough to fight for a better society, so nobody else has to. Sorry about that.
Even thinking about things will make you hungry after a while. You wait here. I'll go whip something up for you.
Thanks for the food.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Just impressed at how good of a cook you've become.
Well, we've been on this journey for a while now, so I've had more than a few opportunities to hone my skills.
Yeah, and now I have a good meal in me. There's a simple kind of happiness that comes with that, you know? One that's more powerful and convincing than complicated logic can be.
That reminds me of something Law said, about how talking too much doesn't put food in people's stomachs.
That sounds like Law. But it's true nonetheless. When you get down to it, all you really need is enough food to keep you full and to be surrounded by people you love. Everything else comes second.
Speaking of people you love, I haven't heard you talk about Miguel much lately.
Wow, okay. Way to make me feel like the worst sister ever. But you're right, I haven't. If I'm honest, I think it's because I finally found other people I love just as much. Whatever kind of society we end up having after this, it needs to be a place where I know you all can be happy. That's my starting point for now. Don't worry. Once I finish folding these clothes, I'll go to sleep. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
We've reached our destination.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
You're on! Dazzle!
Your wings won't save you from me.
Lightning struck! I got flying spree! Why can't they just sit still? Sierra, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Freeze laser! Not today!
Water, hear my call. Here, Inferno Flash!
Demon Fang!
Magic is there. Freeze laser. Where are you going? Easter. This one's mine. Where are you going? Doing well. Frozen hammer. Nicely done.
All thanks to you. Prepare to be feared.
Far enough.
Mirage! Slash! Swirl Blade! This one's all mine!
Inferno crossing.
Burn it!
Take this. This one's mine.
Be still! Mirage! I can carve through armor! Can't get out of this!
Hurricane Flight. This one's mine.
Mirage!
We've turned the tables. More Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down!
Be still! You're on!
Hold on to your art. Here I come!
Lightning thrust!
Here
You're on!
Reload!
Swallow blade!
Radiant slash! Here! Now! Frozen!
Hammer! Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem!
You're on! Burn!
Reinforcements?
You're on!
Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
That'll bring you down!
You're on! Lightning thrust!
That'll bring you down!
All yours, Kisara.
Raging Cascade!
Be still! You're on! You picked the wrong fight! You're on! You picked the wrong fight! Dazzle!
In a vine.
You're on! Lightning thrust! Carve through!
Now!
Remember!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
I'm going to need to use all
Be
the power
still!
of my healing art to
You're on!
accomplish this.
Lightning thrust! You're on! Be still!
What would I do
This
without
one's all mine! You're on! Be still! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Sparkling stars of light!
Lightning thrust! You're in!
Look sharp!
You're on!
Hurricane Strike!
Flame of
Swallow blade!
Glacial
Try
Tear!
harder!
Denied!
I have no limits!
Flaming Meteor!
Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Hear my call! Hold on to your art!
Not
Here I
today!
come!
Lightning thrust!
Burning
Slash!
Glacial
Do
Steel!
it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Think we overdid it?
Illuminate the
Not
soul!
by a long shot.
Take this! Lightning thrust! You're on! Be still!
Take this!
Overwhelm baby!
You're on!
Glacial Spear! Look in the sky, it's mine! This one's mine!
Not today!
I never miss!
Lightning thrust! You're on! Demon Fang!
Raging Storm!
Slash!
Healing Circle!
Okay, here I come!
Searing Flame!
Be still! Rising Phoenix!
Together!
Slash!
Denied! Reload!
Lightning thrust! You're on!
Air Thrust!
Demon Fang!
Make it
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here I go! Going in!
Dazzle! Burn in hell!
Feel! Switch off now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Go!
Demon Fang!
Magna Ray! The water attack rod! Is it in the sky? Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
Another side coming through!
No further!
Dance in the wind! Confiscated! Lunar corruption!
How about this?
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I got it!
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Burn! Now
Here's the healing art!
Demon
Sleep
Fang!
now.
Be still!
These things really get on my nerves.
Lightning thrust!
Misty water! Hear my
Swallow blade!
Flaming Meteor!
Swallow blade!
Right here! I
Demon
got
Fang!
Lightning thrust!
Hurricane Strike!
The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Too much to
This
handle.
one's all mine!
Switch
You're
on!
on! Burn!
Take this!
Do it! Johalim!
All yours, Kisara.
I'll heal you all.
Lightning thrust! It's our turn!
Now you see what I can do! Take this!
Strike! Demon Fang! This one's all mine!
Glacial Spear!
Eat this!
Fierce Evil! Raging Cat!
Dazzle! Mirage!
Green Lancer!
Strike! Demon Fang! Swallow Blade!
Dance in the wind! Tiger Blade! Here goes!
Dazzle!
Inferno!
Mirage!
Go! Deny!
Be still!
Not in your dreams! Mega Ray!
Demon Fang!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Holy Land! Radiant!
Do it!
Demon Fang!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Here, let me help. Pig!
Slash!
I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my arts do best.
Now we're not...
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Hurricane Flight!
This could be useful.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Sky is mine!
That'll bring you down. This one's
No
mine.
further!
Here, let me help!
Armor won't save
These
you!
ones can run rings around us!
Swallow Blade!
It's here. Discharge.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Do you require help?
Swallow Blade!
Take this!
Dazzle! Be still!
Glacial Spear!
Swallow
Here's
Blade!
Evil!
Hit dog! Burn!
Illuminate the
Swallow Blade! Demon Fang!
Inferno! Now! Show you what my...
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'll heal you all!
Demon Fang!
Sparkling stars of light! Reach out and heal
As impressive as always.
Here, let me help.
Here I hoped I was improving.
Thank you for all your help.
I mean, you're please.
Hold on to your
I'm
heart!
glad to know
Here I
someone's
go!
got my back.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I think I'm getting stronger.
This one's tough.
But we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Not today!
Take this! Not even fair!
Dazzle! Mirage! Swallow Blade!
I'll heal you
Demon
all!
Fang!
Shield and
Now I can let loose!
Healing
Mirage!
Flaming meteor! Thank you for all your help.
Please!
Don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back. I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molitor!
Be still! Mirage! No further!
Sleep now.
It's here!
Not much longer to go.
Come on! One final push!
Let's do this together, Alton.
The flame count! Burn! Demon Fang!
Holy Land!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Tiger Blade!
Lightning Thrust! Mirage! Lightning Thrust!
Prepare to be sealed! In a bind?
Demon Fang!
Nothing gets by me!
Demon Fang!
Get behind me!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Be still! The flame is yours to be let free!
Here.
Burn!
Get on in there with the others!
Look sharp.
Dazzle!
Mind if I do?
Be still!
Eat dirt!
Mirage!
Where are you going?
Dazzle! Mirage!
It's showtime! It looks like you got this! I'll show you what my
ready to go.
Rise and shine!
Demon!
You require
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molitor!
Dance in the wind!
Can't get out of this!
Air
Armor won't save you!
Going
Be still! Hear my call! Try this! Infernal strike! Lightning thrust!
Their arcs were interrupted.
Lightning thrust! Rising Phoenix! Lightning thrust! Rising Phoenix!
Ready to go.
Dazzle!
Far enough.
No further!
Here's a healing arc!
Lightning thrust! Eat this! Be still!
Armor won't save you.
Lightning thrust!
Still, your arm.
Lightning thrust!
Here I come! And shine! Can't be the I'm ready! This one's mine! In here!
Dazzle!
Sorry!
Come on!
You have to hold on. I let my guard down.
Swallow blade!
Now or never.
In a bind?
Burn in hell!
So weak.
Quit pushing yourself and get behind us!
I'll be right. I can't heal you forever.
Swallow blade! Be still!
Lunar corruption. Gale force. Lunar blast. Lightning
Swallow blade!
annihilation.
Anything in armor is all mine!
I won't lose. Holy land. Here's a healing arc. First aid. Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning. Dance to the wind. Do it.
Thrust! Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! I've still got a ways to go! We got some...
Good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Great. Now I'm hurt and dirty.
This one's tough!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than
Time
done.
to cross blades!
Hear my call.
Demon Fang!
Holy Timber. Holy Land. Inferno Quarter.
No
Hear my
further.
call.
This one's all mine! Demon Fang!
This one's mine.
Burn in hell!
Lightning Raging Technique.
Demon Fang!
In here. Get on in there with the others. There you go. Don't let up.
Try harder!
Illuminate the dark. Not on my watch.
Now you see what I can do!
Demon Fang! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's
Demon
for.
Fang!
Get behind me.
Lightning gun! I'll leave it to you! Burn in hell!
Raging Cascade. Inferno Quarter.
Rising Phoenix! Demon Fang!
Freeze Lancer. Outstanding form.
Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark.
Demon Fang!
Holy Glitter. Holy Land.
take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
Dance
Be
in the
still!
wind!
Flag
You're field!
Demon Peg!
More projectile!
You require a hand.
Alright, it's
No
showtime!
further!
Hurricane Strike! That'll bring you down! On guard!
You picked the wrong fight! Lightning thrust!
Ready to go! Burn up!
Be still!
God, my head's spinning just watching you!
Try harder!
In here!
Demon Peg!
Going in!
I'm
I'm hurt bad!
Not like this!
You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back from death to bit!
Raging
Dazzle! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! Lightning thrust! Mirage!
Lightning Meteor!
Demon Peg!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same. These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helgankra. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's in it.
This won't be easy.
Dazzle!
Don't be such an pessimist.
Come get me!
Okay. Fly! That bumping is driving you mad!
Flying
freaks! Why can't they just sit still? Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Dazzle! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
This one's mine.
Do it! In an instant! Impact block!
Will this help?
Lightning condemned!
Demon Peg! It's on! Demon Peg!
Holy glimmer!
Knock it out!
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of choice. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Ball! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Glacial spear.
Demon Peg! Great! Next!
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look so great.
Now you see what I can do!
Look sharp!
Right now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Don't get careless.
Demon Peg! Don't tell me! Ignite!
Tiger Blade!
Lightning Thrust!
I never miss.
Mirage! Dazzle!
Blizzard Blow!
Mirage!
This help?
Demon Peg!
Healing
Demon
circle.
Peg!
Piercing roll!
Demon Peg!
Can't get out of this!
Beast of Fate!
Burn!
This one's mine!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well
Demon
done.
Peg!
Far enough! Look sharp! Make it rain!
You're very well! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
This looks nice and tough.
We're in for a long slog with this one!
Attack time!
Here's a healing arc!
Demon Peg!
It can hide itself?
Amazing! Demon Fang!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malata!
Demon
How
Fang!
about this? Lightning Meteor! Inferno Crossing!
The waters of
No
magic
further!
is out!
Time to let it rip!
Lunar corruption!
Their
Too
arms
much.
were interrupted!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning raging cascade!
Demon Fang!
Let me help. Hurricane Strike!
Why'd you hit me?
To stop you dying?
Get on in there with I never miss! Go time!
Demon Fang!
Flaming Meteor!
Stay away from my friend! Demon Fang!
I can carve through
Freeze
armor!
Lancer!
Shield and mace! Upgrade!
Back from death to
Denied! Let's keep up the pressure!
Hurricane Strike! Lunar corruption! Blizzard blown! Back into the
Smart! Burn!
Flaming Meteor!
Healing flame of fury!
Good shot.
Burning strike!
Water!
Here, it looks like you got this covered!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Demon Fang!
The waters of magic is there! Healing circle!
I don't feel so hot.
You should send this one
Just
out.
like that, and miss all the fun. No way. Isn't I you? I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malata! Crescent knows what my armor won't save you!
Take
Inferno
this!
Crossing!
No further!
Going in!
Flame inside me yearns to be let free! You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang!
Hurricane Strike! Blizzard Blow! Amazing! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
That'll teach us for getting cocky.
We're in for a long slog with this one! Where are you going?
Flaming Thrust!
Hurricane
Come on!
Strike!
Be still!
This one's mine! Insects should stay on the ground. Like moths to the flames.
We got flyers!
I've got this! Let him run from
Can't get out of this!
Light!
All yours!
Shield and
Demon
Fang!
Fang! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Demon Fang!
I'll smash you!
I'll be saving this one! Radiant
Hurricane Strike!
Prepare to be seized!
Banana, let's go! Here's a healing arm!
Flaming Thrust! Mirage! Not today!
Astral dance in the wind!
Be
It's in
still!
the sky!
Make it rain!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Demon
Now,
Fang!
I'm gone! Here!
Lightning Thrust!
Going in!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Ready to go!
Hear my
Far enough!
Time to let it rip!
air thrust! Spread!
Thrust!
Astral
Demon
energy!
Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Make
it rain!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist. By the power of your dreams.
How do you like being pounded into shape?
Lightning!
Eat this!
Will this help?
Ready and raring!
Lunar Arc!
Wind
I can
astral
carve
energy!
through armor!
Healing
Take
fire!
this!
Owl! Time to
In a
shine!
vine?
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malata! Let's keep up the pressure! Slash it!
Astral energy! Raging cascade!
Hurricane Fire! Be
What's all mine? Ignite!
Glacial spear! In a vine! If it's in the sky, it's mine! One more hurricane! Here's the I'll cover you! Far enough! Anything in their hearts are interrupted!
Dazzle!
I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Thanks to my
Show you what my arts can do!
Demon Fang! The flame inside is yours to be let free! Prepare to be sealed! Take this!
Hurricane strike!
Swallow Blade! Be still!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this!
Deus Roar!
Photon Blast!
Lightning Thrust! Mirage!
Flaming meteor!
Tempest Whirl!
Mission looking good! Lightning coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc!
Demon Fang!
Shield and strength!
I don't feel like my usual self.
Are you alright? Let me handle this one.
So sorry to disappoint you.
Dance in the wind!
Demon
Air
Fang!
thrust! Photon Blast! Healing circle! Hurricane!
Thank you for all your help.
Please, don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
this one's
Far
tough!
enough!
Can't get out of this!
Lunar correction! Crossed
Okay.
and ready! Hurricane never miss!
Demon Fang!
Defuse the soul! This one is
I owe you one! Lightning Thrust! The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Inferno stronger when my arts
Be still!
rise and
Mirage!
shine! Arts sealed!
Dazzle!
Not on my watch!
Mirage! Lightning Thrust! Try harder!
Energy illuminate the dark!
Demon Fang!
Only glimmer! Only land!
Mega ray!
Pieces!
Attack!
Illuminate the dark!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Blade! Dance in the wind!
Swallow Blade!
Hurricane!
Demon Fang!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Demon Fang!
Piercing
Hit
Sword!
bomb! Demon Fang!
Do it! Lion Howl!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
This one's tough!
Burn
in hell!
Now you see what I can do! Take this!
Demon Fang!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't just hefty enough.
It looks like you got this one covered.
Let the marksman handle this. This one's mine.
Thank you for all your help.
Please, don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
Get on fire with the others.
Reload! Lion's
I'm
Howl!
not in your dreams.
Time to go!
Eat dirt!
Luna Blast!
I'm on your field. Annihilation. Alright, it's showtime.
This one's mine!
Ready and wary!
Get
Now
out
you
there
see
with
what
the
I can
others.
do!
Demon Fang!
Here, nothing gets by me!
It's showtime.
Try harder!
Raging
I have
Hurricane.
no limits! Demon Fang!
Here,
Swirl Blade! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang!
the waters of magic.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Eat dirt! Demon Fang!
Rise and shine.
Now we're never... Take this!
My head's spinning just watching you! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolitor!
Searing flame. Reload.
Glacial Hurricane!
Here's the evil.
Demon Fang!
I'm ready.
Ready and wary!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Gun! I'll leave it to you!
Here goes. Reload. Do it. Astral energy.
Say no more!
I feel sprightlier than before.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Throbbed in pain.
With a shot!
Annihilation.
In a bind?
Having to slide
Far enough!
Burning
Slap!
water.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing art.
Okay, here I go. Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark.
In here!
Come and face me!
Make it ready!
Get toasty.
Burn Strike!
Hear me.
Demon Fang!
Take this!
Burning
I'll carve through armor!
Illuminate the dark. Here's evil.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'll heal you all.
Demon Fang!
Hurricane flight. Rain down and purify circle.
And just like that, I'm back in it.
This calls for a celebratory drink.
Hey, look at that enemy. They're surrounding us. Eat dirt. I never miss.
Be still!
This one's mine!
Mirage! Lightning Thrust!
Take this!
Mirage!
Concentration.
Demon Fang!
Hurricane Strike!
Blind freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Jill, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Illuminate the dark. Flame of fury.
Inferno!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Not on my watch.
Piercing
Lightning
roar!
Thrust!
Illuminate the dark. Hurricane
You've been snaring to me. Yeah! And bubbling to me!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Up and
Demon Fang! Okay, here I go! Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy. Glimmer.
Slash! Lightning Thrust! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help.
Here I go!
Throbs in pain.
Searing
No
tempest.
further!
And that's
Lightning
my will.
thrust! Mirage! Demon
Their
Fang!
arms were interrupted.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Radiant Flush. Let the marksman handle crossing.
Lightning thrust!
Make it rain.
Dazzle! Mirage! Be still!
Denied.
Mirage!
Reload.
This one's all mine!
Annihilate. Meteor sword.
Going in.
Burning
Flash! Water blade!
Here I come.
It's go time!
Going in.
Now you see what I can do!
This one's mine. Wind astral and more of that hero.
Mirage!
This one's mine.
Demon Fang!
This
Demon
one's
Fang!
mine. Hurricane. I can't hold on much longer.
Make it rain!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm
You
right
picked the
beside
wrong...
you.
Prepare to be healed!
Oh, violent. That'll bring you down.
Can't get out of this! Demon Fang!
Glacial spear. Here's the evil. Here. Freeze Lancer. Let's get you off. Go in. Raging storm. How about this?
Demon Fang!
Do it.
Do it! In an instant! Impact Frost!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This'll... make us even more formidable.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist. Anything in order is all mine. Spear. Here's evil. Far enough.
Okay, no further!
Demon
Fang! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind. It looks like you got this one covered. Flaming meteor. Here I come.
Demon Fang! Be still! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
You require a hand.
Dance in the
Take
wind.
this!
Crescent moon. Dance in the wind.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. Too bad.
That'll bring you down.
Demon Fang!
Here's a healing art.
I can carve through armor! Burn in hell!
Raging
Demon Fang!
Steel. Time to shine. Away. Hear me. Shield and Let's go. There you go. Don't let up.
Take this!
Look sharp!
No further!
Inferno crossing. Air thrust.
Shield and
Down! At your art!
Sleep now. Everyone, get back. It's too dangerous.
Demon Fang!
Oh, violent body.
Demon Fang! Eat dirt! Demon Fang!
Not in your dreams. Time to Gemini Aqua. Thunder anything in armor. I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this. Deus Roar! Purge malevolence.
Now you see what I can do.
In here.
Try harder!
Reload.
How do you like being pounded into
Demon
shape?
Fang!
Let me help.
Guardian
In
Fear!
here.
All right,
require a
let me
hand.
at it.
This one.
Take this!
By the power of water.
Hurricane
Strike.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! This
one's mine! Rise and rend! Aqua!
Ignite!
Annihilation! I never miss!
Demon Fang!
Make it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting. This won't be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist.
Okay, here I go. Slack! Swallow blade!
I think I'll pass out the handshake.
Dazzle!
You got
Mirage! You got fire!
I've got
Demon
Let
Fang!
a marksman handle
Come
it.
inside me! Yours! All yours! Burn in hell!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
In greater fear. Here's evil. Frost and pearl.
Swallow blade!
Hold on to your
Be
arms.
still!
Here I come. We managed to turn the
Eat
tide.
dirt!
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert.
Demon Fang! Swallow blade!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Mirage! Flaming thrust! Mirage!
This one is mine.
Lunar Arc!
Far enough.
You require a...
Hold nothing back! Demon Fang!
Need to pull myself together. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you. In here.
This one's all mine!
This will come in handy. So watch out for the blade.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Ha! Eat dirt!
Armor won't save you.
No further! Demon Fang!
Let's keep up the pressure. One more. This one's mine. Here goes. Glacial Spear. Where are you going?
Can't move!
Don't leave me.
There!
Raging storm.
How about this? Demon Fang!
Let me help.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Explosive rain!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Demon Fang!
Now my clothes are ruined.
Demon Fang!
Here's a healing going in. I can't heal you forever.
Here I go! Can't get out of... I'll smash you! Not today!
Outstanding form. This one's mine.
Now I can let loose!
Do it. Go, Helene.
Light burst forth!
Radiant citizen. I think I'm getting stronger.
That equipment should come in handy. I have a bad feeling about this.
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
He has some kind of camouflage!
Be still!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molotov!
Confiscated! I never miss!
Mirage! This one's all mine! Mirage! You picked the wrong fight! Dazzle! Mirage! Be still! Mirage! Be still!
Take this! Shattering the pieces!
In the wind!
Appreciate the help.
Air thrust! Here's the evil!
Swallow blade! Demon Fang! This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't...
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molotov! Hurricane Flight! There! This
Demon Fang! This one's all this! You picked the wrong fight!
Hurricane
Dazzle!
You require help.
Can't get out of this!
Mirage! Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark! Come forward!
That did it.
Hurricane
Anything in armor is all mine!
This one's mine!
Holy light!
That'll bring you down! Lunar Arc!
Don't mind if I do!
I'll stop it! Charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
I have no limits! I could do without this pain! Demon Fang! We've turned the tables on!
There are still more left!
Right! No time to hold back!
I'm gone!
This should do
Now
it!
you've gone and ticked me off!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Demon Fang!
Freeze Lancer!
It's time! Can't get out of this!
Corruption! Lunar Blast!
Demon
Back
Fang!
to the fray!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
All shield!
Demon Fang!
Denied!
Shattering the pieces!
Flag attack time!
Lightning Thrust!
Flaming Meteor! Inferno Crossing!
Flame of Fury! Burning Strike!
How do you like being pounded into shape? There! I'm on dirt!
This should do it!
That'll bring you down!
Demon
Here I
Fang!
go! Got me!
Searing Flame! Load!
All healed!
Demon Fang!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Glacial Fire!
Lightning!
Take this!
Try
Tiger Blade!
harder!
Hurricane Glacial
Sometimes
Demon
your
Fang!
medicine is the toughest to swallow, too.
This one's all mine!
In here!
Ah! Ignite!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! I can feel my power growing!
What do you think this place was for?
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedures somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all the huge free beats lately?
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourselves. All bets are off when it comes to this thing. Lightning thrust!
Nothing
Mirage!
gets by me!
Be still!
Water!
Mirage! Lightning thrust! Mirage! Dazzle!
On guard!
Mirage! Be still!
Tiger Blade!
Dazzle!
On guard!
You require a hand.
Lancer! On guard!
Can't get out of this! The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Raging cascade!
Its head is its weak point?
We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Charge, Malevolent!
Lightning thrust! Mirage!
Field!
Swallow blade!
Ready and raring! Back into the fray! Great Inferno Blade! Here goes!
You!
Going in! Not on my watch!
Lightning thrust!
Water! Here goes!
In a bind?
Thunderblade! Illuminate! Here's evil!
Be still! No! It can't end here!
Don't give up!
No, don't
Bring you back from
Lightning
death to
thrust!
this!
Mirage! Lightning thrust!
The healing art! First aid!
This one's mine!
It's time!
Here I call!
Burn!
Sleep now! Spread!
Be still!
Glacier Spear!
Mirage!
Here's the evil!
Dazzle!
Target
Mirage!
Laser!
Be still! Mirage! Lightning thrust! Mirage! Slot shattering!
Appreciate the help.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Dazzle!
This one's mine!
Mirage! Be still! Dazzle!
Lightning Meteor!
Lightning thrust! Mirage!
On guard! Here it goes!
This one's all mine! Ignite!
Going in! I never miss!
Mirage! Lightning thrust!
Here's a healing
Mirage!
art! Lightning
Dazzle!
Cascade!
Mirage!
Thunderblade!
Be still!
Illuminate the
Mirage!
sun! Magic
Lightning
is
thrust!
This one's mine!
Swallow blade!
It looks like you got this one down on your
Can't get out of this!
Lightning thrust!
Photon!
Mirage!
Malevolent!
Ready and raring! Now you see what I can do!
Be still! Mirage!
Here I come!
Burn in hell!
Not in your dreams!
Denied!
Back in the...
Lightning thrust!
Lightning
Mirage!
to death!
Dazzle!
Thunderblade!
Dazzle! Mirage! Lightning thrust! Mirage! Lightning thrust! Mirage! Lightning thrust!
Lunar corruption!
How do you like being pounded into shape?
Rain down and purify!
Going in!
Lightning!
Be still!
Downfall!
It's time!
Going in!
Dazzle!
Take this!
Blizzard
This one's all
blow!
mine!
I'll take you all on! Slayer the Malita! Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind!
Mirage!
Air thrust!
Dazzle! You picked the wrong fight!
Where are you going?
Ready and ready!
Blizzard blow!
I'll smash you!
I'm on the flaming meteor!
Mirage!
Flame!
Dazzle!
Lightning!
Flaming thrust! Mirage!
Hurricane splash! Reload! Going in! Magic Blizzard blow! I'm on dance in the wind! Air
Demon
thrust!
Fang!
I'm going to
Flaming thrust!
Now you're getting serious?
Mirage!
Nothing gets by me!
Ignite!
Hurricane Strike!
Hold on to your
Flaming
heart!
thrust!
Here I come!
Mirage! Be still!
Illuminate the dark!
Mirage!
Holy
Dazzle!
glimmer! Annihilate
Mirage! Be still! Mirage!
Arch requires complete focus!
Switch to offense!
Ready and rare!
Wind after energy! Illuminate the dark!
You paid for that!
That's better.
Now you see what I can do!
Dance in the wind! Air
Demon Fang!
Light after blaze eruption!
Be still!
I'm all
Mirage! Be still! Mirage! Be still! Mirage! Eat this! Flaming thrust!
Hurricane
Mirage!
Flame of
No
fury!
further!
Here it comes! Broken!
On your toes, everyone! Here's the evil!
It's here!
Demon Fang! Try this! Explosive ring! Demon Fang! Mirage! Be still!
My head's spinning! Not like this!
Don't leave me! I'll be saving this one!
Ready and rare!
One at a time!
Resuscitation!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Seal!
Resuscitation!
Here, let me help!
I don't have much left.
Here's a healing art!
Down! Your art!
Take this!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Going in.
Blah, blah, blah!
Resuscitation!
Get on in there with the others!
I can handle it!
Mega ray!
Far enough!
Don't mind if I do!
Armor won't save you! In a bind?
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Demon
Mega
Fang!
ray! It's showtime!
Nice work! We got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Mega ray!
Sonic thrust! Try this! Blending blast!
I'm only getting started! Mega ray!
You're mine!
Now or never. In a bind?
Can't move!
Mega ray!
You have to hold on! Hurricane Strike!
They're not playing around!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Shield!
Unchained waterfall! Free laser! Dance in the wind!
Flaming meteor!
Inferno blast! All disasters made one! Come
Denied!
Helix of fury!
That'll bring you down!
Mega ray!
Not like this!
Ready!
You require a hand.
Sparkling stars of light!
In a bind?
Rain down and purify all! Meteor storm! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Showtime! Now you see what I can do!
Oh, violent darting wind! Carve now through all! Crossblade! Dance in the wind!
Think again!
Lightning raging cascade!
Mega Ray! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Dance in the wind!
Mega
Air
Ray!
thrust! Photon flux! Illuminate the blah 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 magic!
Sighted!
Holy land!
Go! It's over!
Prepare to be sealed! In a bind?
What the?
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Take this! Armor won't save you!
Blah blah! Not on my watch! Air thrust! You get the gist. Air thrust. You get the gist. Air thrust. Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust. You get the gist. Air thrust. Close one. They're not playing around.
Can't get out of this!
Air thrust. Dance in... Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Magic is am. Air thrust. Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust.
Ready and rare!
Blah.
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting, but I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside... down!
The furnishings are at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
We've reached our destination.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Hey, Shion. Got any requests for supper tonight?
Me?
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Hey, do you have time to talk? There's something I need to ask you.
Of course. What's up?
It's about the doll I used to have as a little girl. I gave it some more thought, and I still don't remember actually receiving it from anyone.
You were so little. I don't think it's that surprising you've forgotten, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That doll was so old, I'm starting to think I just always had it with me from the start. I know that it's extremely unlikely, but after last time we talked, it got me thinking. Maybe you brought the doll that child made with you to Lenegus.
I couldn't be.
Are you saying you didn't? Look, logically speaking, I know it's a lot more likely that you didn't bring it with you than you did. But you can't say for sure you didn't, right? Crazier things have happened. I always thought I'd be alone, only to end up meeting you, and Law, and Rinwell, and Kisara, and Dohalim. Sometimes things happen in life that we never thought possible.
You make a good point. I left everyone and everything I knew behind 300 years ago. But now, I'm not so alone anymore.
Exactly. You crossed all those centuries to find all of us, so...
Why can't a little doll have made the same jump too?
Right? Look, it's up to you to decide if there's any meaning behind all of this. But I choose to think there is.
Yeah, I think so too. There's something beautiful about the whole thing that simply can't be denied.
I'm looking forward to breakfast. Did you get enough sleep?
It's gigantic.
I'd say we're about even.
An opponent like this should be easy.
All disasters made one. Come forth and heal its fury. Annihilation.
What the hell is going on? Fall back, Elfin. We'll take point here.
Sorry to impose on you like this. Not today!
Dance in the wind.
Demon Flame!
It's time.
Can't get out of this!
There. I don't mind if I do. It's weakened.
Still! This ends now! Demon Flame!
Thunderblow. Illuminate the dark. Come forth.
Try harder!
Holy land.
Demon Flame! Look sharp! Demon Flame!
Take this. Where are you going? Dance in the wind.
Won't save you!
Beast of
Demon Flame!
Here goes.
This one's all mine!
We'll show you what my
Ignite.
art can
Nothing
do.
gets by me.
Shot the stockpile.
Demon Flame!
It looks like you got this
Take
covered.
this. No further!
Now, where was I?
Flame of fury.
Crescent burning! Explosive ring!
Water. Hear my call.
Try harder!
Here's
Demon
the
Flame!
blood.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix
Cyclone! Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Supernova.
Try
My
this!
astral energy dance in the wind.
Look the ring!
Please now.
Let me...
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Try this!
Into the shadows.
Explosive ring!
I never miss.
Ignite!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Demon Flame!
This one is almost in the bag.
Not done yet. Just falling back.
Then it's time for you to do what you do best. Hold on to your art.
No further!
Here I come. Confiscated. Radiant malevolent. Magic is am.
Ready to go!
Seal. Here's a healing art. First
Down! You're all...
Dragon form!
So now you're getting serious?
Kiss Tom! You're burn in hell!
Here goes.
Lightning thrust!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning thunder ready!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
We've reached our destination. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Yes.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. Very well.
This is the Vicent training ground.
Hey, isn't that a Hellcat quill?
Is it some sort of prototype?
Whatever it is, it's a real tough customer. Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this!
Demon Fang!
Healing circle!
Demon
Demon
Fang! Thanks! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Going in! Lightning orb! Inferno roar!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Inferno cluster! Hold on to your arm!
Demon Fang!
Here I come!
Glacial spear!
Here's evil!
You picked the wrong fight!
Mine.
The enemy wields arc too.
We'll soon see about that! Far enough!
Demon Fang!
Hang fight! Sleep now!
Demon Fang!
Shattering! This is attack time!
Demon Fang!
Sleep now!
Demon Fang!
Reload!
Try harder!
Will this
Demon Fang!
Lightning orb!
This one's mine.
Flame inside me is here to be let free!
Thank you for all your help.
Demon Fang!
Don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
Demon Fang!
Shield! Far beyond
Demon
what
Fang!
you've got. Magic is there! In here!
Demon Fang!
Inferno crosser!
Not like this.
Demon, you paid for that!
Dance in the wind!
No further!
Air slap! Heart sealed! That'll bring you down! Confiscated!
Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind!
Anything in armor is all mine!
abyss.
Get on in there
Demon
with the
Fang!
precipitation! Tempest whirl! Moving
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Sleep now!
The flame inside me here to be let free! Burn in hell! Demon Fang!
Magic is there! Fury!
This one's mine.
Get on in
Demon
there
Fang!
together! Tiger blade! Sleep now! Pierce evil!
Demon
Take this! No further!
Try harder! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Sorry!
Stay away from my friend!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. Nope, I don't have much left.
Try harder!
Inferno cross! That's gonna
You picked
smart.
the wrong fight!
Look sharp!
Demon Fang!
Annihilation! Tempest
Look sharp!
Annihilation!
Now you see what I can do!
Demon Fang!
This one's mine!
Ah!
I owe you. Confiscated!
Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help. First aid! Hurricane Strike! Tempest Whirl! Lightning!
Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this!
Demon Fang! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Not today! Demon Fang!
Inferno!
Demon
There
Fang!
you go! Don't let up! This one's mine! Now, annihilation!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Shattering them pieces! Attack time! Going in!
Demon Fang!
Make it rain!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Demon Fang! Prepare to be sealed! No further!
Far beyond the dark here goes!
Demon Fang!
First aid!
Demon Fang! This one's all mine! Ignite!
I never miss! Barbie, not on my watch!
Demon Fang!
All right, let me
Demon Fang!
not like this! Oh, violent starting win!
Demon Fang!
I'm ready to go!
Demon Fang!
You require a hand.
Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this! I'll thrash you!
Tiger Blade!
Demon Fang!
Shooting star! Beast assault!
Not today!
Time to shine!
Fix it, Billy! Demon Fang!
Going in! Here's the denied!
Demon Fang!
Freeze Lancer! Glacial Ice!
Demon Fang!
Inferno Crossing! Rock and run! Going in! This one's mine!
Now you see what I can do!
Tiger Blade!
Take this!
Demon Fang!
Into the wind!
Burn!
Air thrust! Mega Ray!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Beast assault! Glacial Spear! Supernova!
My head's spinning just watching you!
Demon Fang!
Lightning Bloom! Coming through! Don't mind if I do!
Demon Fang!
This one is almost in the bag!
Not done yet. Just falling back.
Then it's time for you to do what you do best!
Can't get out of this! Anything in armor is all mine!
Demon Fang!
Here's the
Burn in hell!
I can handle it!
far enough!
Demon Fang!
Inferno Crossing!
Demon Fang!
Lunar Arc!
Demon Fang!
Take sleep now!
Demon Fang!
I never miss! Inferno Crossing!
On guard!
Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade! By the vortex slaughter!
Demon Fang!
Take this! Can't get out of... This!
Purity! Mega Ray!
Demon Fang!
It's go time!
Demon Fang!
Lightning!
I'll thrash you!
Arcade Waterfall! Radiant! Expert coming through!
Demon Fang!
Not on my watch! Water! Here I go!
Demon Fang!
Taking fire! Burning sun! Glacial Spear! Here's touch!
Demon Fang! Can't they? Here!
You have to hold on! Make it rain! Lock! Get toasty!
Bird strike! How about it?
Yeah. Huh?
Hey!
Watch it!
Oh, wow!
Seriously? Seriously?
Hey, Alvin, what do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy!
Remember to tell me if you need heal.
I came out great. Everyone's gonna be real surprised.
Yes! Yes! Very nice.